When most people think of South Florida, they think beaches and busy cities. But did you know that right here in Parkland, there is a countryside with farms, land, and horseback riding? At the heart of it, it's Pine Hollow Farms, where Carly Dvorkin, the daughter of the founders, grew up riding and turned her passion into a successful career, winning major wins in the jumper division. Let's hear her story. I'm Milene Carvalho, your host for The American Dream. So I have here Carly and Donna. Carly, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Of course, thank you for having us.
Tell me, you start riding really young, right? At what, 2 years old?
Yeah, 2 years old, but then competitively at 12 years. So it's been a while.
Very cool. And can you share some young memory that you had riding horses?
Yeah, so I think overall I spent a lot of time throughout my childhood riding, competing, and everything that goes along with it. I'd say the best memory I have was when I got my first horse, Kelly. I remember it was Hanukkah, I was 6 years old, and we ended up driving to the barn, and all I saw was a big, beautiful pony with a huge bow on it, and it was like, that was the best thing ever, looking back.
Yeah, every little girl's dream, right?
Yeah.
That her own pony,
Yeah.
I can only imagine. So Carly, you had great success on the jumper division, and mindset, it's everything. Can you tell us a little bit what type of mindset helps you with that?
I would say trust is the biggest thing about it. So with Donna, for instance, you know, we put a lot of time and effort into training and practicing and care and everything that has made her the horse she is today. And I think that comes in when you walk in the ring, when you're competing, you realize, you know, all the hard work that you've put in will get you to this point. And when I walk in with Donna, I know that I trust her. I know she's capable. And I know, you know, you're not always gonna have the best of days. You know, there's more bad days in the sport than good days, but it's about how you learn and how you overcome from the hardships to make yourself better.
So you have won some big medals, including gold in the Maccabi Games. Can you talk a little bit about those wins and which one means the most to you?
I would say that the Maccabi Games win was probably the most meaningful competition to me. My horse and I, at the time, Carlotta 168, flew over to Budapest to compete on Team USA. And I think that was just so special to be able to represent my country and also just be a part of something so much bigger than just a normal competition. So that definitely had to be the most meaningful. But in Madrid, my horse Carlotta and I we lived there for 6 months together, competing in Europe. And at the end of that tour, we had the Global Champions Tour in Madrid, where I won both classes and I was second in one. So I think that overall was probably the best result I've had, and also most unique because, you know, you're in a different country against some of the best competitors in the world, and it really just shapes your perspective and, you know, makes you want more.
Yeah, I think it's any sport, it's about perseverance and dedication, and it shows, you know, it pays off. So tell me, somebody that's brand new and is interested in getting lessons, how can they start?
So here in Parkland, we have 3 different businesses that train young kids to adults. They take all levels, all ages. You know, they do a really good job at teaching them from the ground up and growing the rider.
What advice would you give parents that have kids that want to ride?
I would say that this sport, it takes a lot of time, dedication, and hard work, and it really teaches your kid to work hard and reach for something bigger. And also, for me personally, it taught me, you know, always get back on. If you don't do well one day, you know, there'll be a better day. As long as you take the lessons you learn and you apply them to the next day, you know, your kid's gonna be so much stronger so much more resilient. And I think that's what comes down to why, you know, I want my future kid to be able to have Donna.
Thank you so much, Carly. I really appreciate hearing your story. It's beautiful. And now you're going to write for us, right? Awesome. Thank you for joining us in beautiful Parkland, Florida. I'm your host, Milene Carvalho, and this is The American Dream.